Welcome everyone. Thank you for coming to the Healthy Transformation Workshop. This is a workshop where I'm going to teach you how you can have abundant energy all day long. So that means that you'll have energy from the morning, and as soon as you wake up, until bedtime when you go to sleep. This is also about taking care of yourself. We're going to go over 6 individual recipes that I have. Each recipe is packed with nutrition and has a nutritional value. So as I'm describing how to make the recipe, I'm also going to tell you why this recipe is nutritious, why it's important to help you to balance your blood sugar levels. So in order to have abundant energy, you have to address your blood sugar levels, because the food that we eat fuels our body. The energy that we use is primarily from carbohydrates, which turns into something called glycogen, which is basically the form of sugar that our bodies can use. So it can take anything from fruits, sugars, and carbohydrates from grains and turn that into glycogen and use it as fuel. What happens over time, or from eating too much sugar, we put too much of a burden onto the body and the pancreas gets overworked. That's one thing that happens. Another thing that happens is that our cells have certain receptors on them, sort of like doors that open and close. And there's messengers within the cells that go to open those doors. But if someone's knocking on the door too much, it's sort of like when your cells start to think that someone's crying wolf. And so you become insulin resistant, or those cell receptors start to dull and deaden. And then what happens is our blood sugar in our bloodstream rises, right? Because that actually should be in the cell. And then you get all of the complications that lead to something called diabetes type 2. So there's different forms of diabetes. There's diabetes type 1, and that's usually seen in juvenile or younger adults where it will first appear. That's when the pancreas is not producing insulin. And insulin is that hormone that carries the blood sugar into the middle of the cell, so we can use it as fuel. There's diabetes type 2, which is when the body doesn't use the blood sugar. So this is what I was describing, the open door, closed door syndrome.